and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nevada Wolfpack offense heads out, and they'll have the ball first. The Rebels ran up and down the field the last time these two matched up, with the Wolfpack completely overmatched, but this time, Pack trying to bounce back.
When I think back to that game, you just think about the difference in speed. UNLV looks so much faster. They say speed kills. They play like that again today, David. It's going to be tough for Nevada.
Yeah, they smashed him. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It wasn't pretty. It was over quick. And that's, I think, something that's really embarrassing, and especially in a rivalry game. I look for Nevada to bounce back, man. They got to play with more emotion, more adrenaline. They got to be embarrassed from that last meeting.
Trying play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Nevada will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So UNLV's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So
there he goes. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now a throw. Gets a man in the middle. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Since 1969, UNLV and Nevada have fought for the right to paint and protect the Fremont Trophy, and really they established the intensity of this rivalry right off the bat. Nevada won the first game by a mere 2 points.
Yeah, it's funny to watch all those games back in the day. It's like 0-0 tie, 2 points. Now we're seeing high-scoring, firing cannons, and that's what's cool about the Fremont Cannon. Like, you get to earn this, and you get to bring it to your university. It's the battle for Nevada.
Means a lot to these two schools, means a lot in the state. It's not a trophy you can necessarily put in the trophy case, but it's all about having possession, and that's what these two schools are battling for today.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Keep it together.
He wants to throw it. That's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. First points of the day are on the board.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. David, Jesse, as legend would have it, explorer John Fremont abandoned a howitzer in the Sierra Nevada in 1843 during a heavy snowstorm, so each year the winning team earns the right to pick the
And this is pretty cool because not until that long ago, the team in possession of the Fremont Cannon would fire it every time they scored a touchdown. So really cool history with this trophy between both these schools here in Nevada.
Yeah, the battle for Nevada, right? That's what they call it. And I do like that they get to take the cannon and paint it their color. Like, that's pretty cool, pretty petty, and it's all college football.
Here
completion for the first down. Did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Nevada going quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Our time to shine, fellas. Just get it in the pocket.
On third down, he drops it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. He's looking to throw on third and short. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
No score, deep. Get off the field,
Wants to throw on first down. Got him in. Takes the grab and a nice gain gets it to the 35. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And the Rebels will snap it on first and 10.
Let's get some momentum here, D.
Use the play fake, now to throw.
Interception!
And he's got it! Touchdown, Rebels! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Let's talk for a second about Nevada. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this, here off the hot line deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got room to work. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's only thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think of it.
Finds a breeze at the 20. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Slammed out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now the play fake. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UNLV.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Let's spread the ball around this drive, huh?
Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Nevada going quickly. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the right. Pulls it in. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Quick tempo here for the offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Offense, keep pushing the ball downfield.
Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Nevada's moved this ball from deep in its own end, and now a little room to operate. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go! We're gonna do it!
trying to find the mat.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Come on, teamwork.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call.
That's garbage.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Snap in the shotgun. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense. Controlling this football game, been dominating this football game, giving up points, got to go into half, get it buckled back down, get that intensity cranked back up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be?
Don't let him get there.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Grab over the middle. It's up short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along.
¿Qué pasó? ¡Bloqueenlo!
And it's no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Go get 6.
Wants to go up top on first down. He lines one high down the left side. It's incomplete. They tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, someone's leaving that stadium today with the howitzer cannon after an entertaining first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. So much intrigue with the howitzer cannon on the line, fellas, as we get things back to you.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get much on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't tell them.
One deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're time. Quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. Racing down the right side. He's at the 20. Now, touchdown Vegas. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Nevada going quickly.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success. Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Just keep swinging it. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Finds his man down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Fires to the wide out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up. But the defensive line, they can run as well. Slows down the pass rush. Gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a win. Maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game is going, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. He'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Rebels. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Takes the easy one to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. Right down the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back. He's at touchdown level. The defense putting points on the board.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on second down.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And here's a fumble way behind. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Rebels! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
The defense wouldn't and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Wolfpack trying to dig deep into the playbook on this third and very long. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Nevada will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 35. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Rebels offense is back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defensive job to stop.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking to fire. A shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. You know, third and long, expecting to pass everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
Take it to him. Keep up the offense. Keep it up.
Wide receiver going in motion.
Move it.
Looking to throw on first down. And finds a soft spot. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Lost the fire on second down. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go a strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. They'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback.
Pulled down for the tackle. It's a good day's work when you can take a piece of military history home as a rivalry trophy, and that's exactly what UNLV did in this one. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.